What's up, guys? Alfredo here with some more of that Halo 4 commentary 110. Of course, this is gameplay that makes me look way better than I really am at the game of Halo. If you don't already know, these are released every Thursday on a weekly basis. Now, this week, I have with me Brian, fellow coworker here at IGN.
What's up, guys?
And we're going to be talking about the Xbox One, the trials and tribulations, and what we think about it so far. But before we get into that discussion, let me go ahead and set this up. So it's Infinity Doubles on rail. My loadout consists of the DMR, Mobility, Ordnance Priority, and Promethean Vision. Now, this is a doubles match, and a quick tip I have for you guys is to know your teammate. For example, my teammate is Chunky Twinkie, Curran, a good friend of mine, and we run doubles a lot when we can. And right off the bat, you saw that I gave the sniper rifle to Curran. That's because I know he's a better sniper than me. I'm going to let him play to that strength. You also want to stick together. What you're going to see a lot of in this match is, especially in the beginning, from my point of view, is I'm picking up a lot of assists, and that's just because me and Curran are working together cohesively and really just flanking them from different sides and picking up kills when possible. Now, on to this week's discussion, the Xbox One. There's a lot of info and facts, and everything's very unclear and convoluted. But before we get into the negativity that surrounds the new console, the likes. What are our likes about it? I mean, for the most part, the controller is the same. That's huge for me. I love that they didn't change it too much.
And that's what I wanted from the very beginning, is that the Xbox controller, in my opinion, is perfect. Exactly. And I wanted them to leave that largely the same. Of course, they're going to change it a little bit, but
yeah, I feel like it feels great. It's a good size. You know, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Right? Well, the D-pad. But
yeah.
that's a work in progress. Multitasking. Yes, the ability to just seamlessly, or what seems like seamlessly, switch between different applications.
Which is awesome, because I just want to I want to play a game, and then if I want to watch Netflix, I don't have to end my game.
Yeah.
I can just go to Netflix, and then when I'm done with Netflix, I can pop my game open again, and it's just where I was.
Exactly. You don't have to load the menus, every time, you just want to quickly switch between something else. Now, 15 exclusives within the first year. Thank goodness, because at Microsoft, the Xbox console has lost so many great exclusives. What? Splinter Cell?
And Mass Effect.
Mass Effect, those are gone, and it seems like we don't have much anymore. But we get 15 new ones within the first year, which is great.
Yeah, 15 new with 8 new IPs.
8 new IPs. Did not know that until right now. So, this week's question, actually, Brian, I'm going to let you go ahead and set up this week's question. What is this week's question?
This week's question is, what feature do you want to see out of the next gen? It doesn't have to really be Xbox. It can be, a feature that you want from the next generation consoles that hasn't been announced yet.
Ooh.
Something you'd like to see that no one's brought up yet.
That's a good one. Well, let us know in the comments down below, or tweet me at Alfredo IGN, and you can actually tweet Brian this one too. Brian, you have a Twitter. You do the tweeting, right?
I do the tweeting.
Oh, okay.
From time to time.
That's very nice. Make sure you stay following me on Twitter if you guys want to stay in touch with all the recent IGN originals. We shot a 3-part zombie apocalypse series. Brian, you were a zombie.
Right.
In that
I was
one.
a zombie in the second episode.
Oh, too bad I didn't get to shoot you.
I know.
Getting back to the game real quick. A couple frames ago, you saw that my opponent was sitting around the corner with a bolt shot. Another great tip I have for you guys is to learn your opponent's tendencies. I now know that person likes to sit around the corner and just wait and camp out with a bolt shot. Know that. Use that to your advantage, be careful when you're running around if that's something that he likes to do. Just know the other team. It'll really save you in terms of a lot of deaths. Now, getting back on topic. Yes. So, worries. Let's get to the worries and the concerns surrounding
and
the next generation, right? Yeah, the
confusion and the concerns.
The confusion.
Ooh.
Price. Even though I feel like, okay, what if this is, saying that this console is a well-priced console, $300, $400, right? I feel like I'm still going to be gypped out of my money because it is bundled with a Kinect.
Right.
What if without the Kinect it was $50 less, $350 instead of $400?
Yeah, it could be cheaper. Hopefully, Microsoft isn't having the mindset that there's an extra piece of tech in there, so we have to charge them more. Like I get that, but
it's another piece of hardware.
But they're also forcing it.
Exactly, and that I don't know. I mean, either way, I feel like I'm still going to get the console,
right?
No matter what the price. I feel like you can't do. They've learned by that time not to do wrong, like charge $500 like Sony did.
It was upwards of $600 too.
Gee, oh man. RAM usage, I mean, it's going to be eaten up by multitasking, multiple operating systems. We don't know this for sure exactly how much, but I feel like it's got to use some of it. It's got to use a huge amount.
Hopefully, it's not too much, because I don't want to play a game where only like 1 to 2 gigs are available.
That's true.
RAM.
No, but that's a lot to handle. It's a lot of things going on in the background all at once.
Especially if you're keeping all your applications open while you're multitasking.
Not backwards compatible.
Ouch.
I plan on getting rid of my 360 altogether, and not the new console not being backwards compatible means I don't get to play Halo 4. I don't get to play Black Ops. My Xbox Live Arcade games don't transfer over. I purchase everything digitally, like The Walking Dead. I don't get to play those games.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to be hurt by that, but for me, and I know there's going to be other people like me, I'm going to keep my Xbox 360 because developers are still going to be supporting it well into the life of the Xbox One.
I see your point. That's solid, Brian. I guess my biggest worry is just the overall confusion around the console. Always online, not always online, maybe once every 24 hours.
I just don't see how they're gonna work that in there. Like, what if console's off for 2 days and I log in? Oh, you can't use this because you haven't been logged online for the last 2 days.
I don't know. Well, we're gonna be there at E3
to be able to assess all that.
So we'll give you a lot more details. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this match. This is a 17-3 doubles match here. I want to go ahead and thank Brian this week for joining me. Brian,
not a problem.
Pleasure to have you along.
Thank
we'll
you for
definitely
having
have
me.
you back. And if you guys have any questions or just want to tweet at Brian, Brian does have a Twitter. I'll throw it up somewhere on this screen. But hey, thank you guys again, as always, every week. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video. And we're out. Later.